Erictho, because as good as Captain Falcon is, as fast as he is, you don't really want to be dealing with Palutena solo like that. Even Bowser Jr., I'd imagine, would be a pretty tricky spot. So I could absolutely see trying to get rid of the zoner first and to force Arctice into a rough close quarters confrontation with characters that can outrange him.
Especially with the amount of recovery options that he lacks sometimes with Captain Falcon, it means that to be able to be snuffed out more if two players are versing him compared to just one.
Erictho, I'm going for Mario.
Interesting. Okay. I think wanting to see and have a character that can scrap up close compared to Bowser Jr. Like Palutena isn't entirely the fastest and she can get some stuff going, but maybe seeing how the Mario deals with it first, matching with the tempo that Arctice and Solarose are going to be putting up here in the semifinals now.
And you also have the fun little addition of Mud down beef Mario, potentially on Captain Falcon especially, could take a stock very early. So here we go, game one, we're on small battlefield. This winner's semi-match, the other one. Once again, best of 5.
The winner going to be waiting to fight that other side of bracket right there. So we'll see what is going to be on Starman and Tosku's plate coming up in winner's final.
I'm very excited to see. Right now, they're all jockeying for control on the right ledge. There's a teleport up, though, and that's going to kill CRB.
Unfortunate DI on that situation there, but that's sometimes what happens when you get caught in that setup. I mean, even then, most of the other stocks are looking pretty even right now, as once again, we're trying to figure out what we're doing for stage control as well as keeping things on lockdown. I like Erictho being able to cover that edge guard with the back air.
And yeah, that first stock from Arctice going down, I definitely think this could be the idea of trying to isolate one of the two. And if Arctice is caught off stage in a bad spot, either Mario or Palutena can kill clearly.
All it takes is like 1 or 2 hits and a missed and a wasted double jump, and then that's all for Captain Falcon to be able to recover with on stage. He could mix up his recovery just a little bit.
F-smash though from Solarose will kill both of them. So this is the lead that they wanted.
Definitely being able to start up this early and just get your footing and kind of figure out what your opponent wants in a more safe environment, having extra stocks, extra time to figure this out while your opponent scrambles to get back on stage. I mean, you look at Eric, though, taking quite a hefty bit of percent, trying to find his way back on center stage, falling off once again.
Now they're both off stage, Arctice and Solarose, with the Phantom help getting back on. The back throw will take care of the first Solarose stock.
Definitely got a lot of mileage out of that stock from Solarose here. And even then, Arctice on the second stock, very unhealthy, still having a lead over the red team with CRB and Erictho.
Explosive Flame not going to kill Erictho just yet, but that back air will.
One stock's who is it? CRB really sitting in the hot seat here with Palutena having higher percent. Just keep racking up higher and higher.
Yeah, I think you really got to get rid of that Arctice stock as soon as possible, but instead, there goes CRB, and it's Erictho that's now 3 remaining stocks. This is a very difficult spot to be.
Especially with, oh man,
yeah,
what tracking.
Down air. Beautiful spike will take care of game 1.
That was beautiful tracking out there from Arctice. Really putting in that checkmate situation where it's either you're going to get hit by the snare off stage or the air dodge, I'm able to track you with that down air. And just goes to show you how much chemistry these two have with how they're setting up their combos as soon as there's only one person left with these, smaller hits that set up into other smaller hits that send into that big finisher that you're looking for.
They got it that game 1, so we're going to definitely need to see some adaptations from CRB and Erictho, because that Solarose first stock went on for significantly longer than they would have liked. We'll see if they can try to keep things a little more even.
Might have to hound down the Zelda more than focusing on the Captain Falcon, or just pick your battles with who you want to deal with first, depending on what's going on in the state of the match currently.
So in game 2 now, we're on PS2. And there's Erictho forward air, but Zelda able to teleport back. That is one of the strengths of the character.
Yeah, just in time. Not enough percent on there for it to count as the kill, but still a scary situation even by quite a hefty amount of percent you're dealing with as how it looks like that, you know, chasing of Solarose is working out just a little bit for Erictho, getting quite a hefty amount of percent on it's not the kill. Comboing straight into Arctice there will find the kill for Solarose.
Yeah, and I honestly thought CRB was the one that went down, but no, instead that actually connected with Solarose. This is their first lead now, CRB and Erictho. If they can run with it.
Right here, and Erictho sitting at that ledge just a little bit. Whoever is the one unfortunate enough to grab the ledge versus him, while looks like CRB is taking a approach to be in the middle of the stage, will likely cover any kind of escape options that Arctice and Solarose want to do, trying to make it back to stage.
And now Erictho and Arctice both losing the first stock. CRB will also go down, and now we're in a fairly even, only Solarose one at higher percentage on second stock.
I mean, all it takes is
And
one
Reflected Phantom, that's gonna kill.
I was going to say, all it takes is one really good stock of Solarose surviving to be able to let that happen, but that Reflected Phantom immediately cutting down that option from Erictho.
And this is exactly what we were talking about, wanting to make sure that Solarose is not able to stay alive nearly as long. I think it's been working out fairly well thus far for CRB and Erictho.
Working out better in favor. Could also be the stage choice, having this extra game stage to play compared to a small battlefield, I think has helped them out just a little bit here. I mean, even helped them out a lot with how this is 4 stops to do.
Yeah, Arctice and Solarose on their last ones. Phantom will not kill Erictho yet.
That's such a scary place, such a scary stage control option.
Yep, there goes CRB down to the last one.
Stage. Solarose escaping against Erictho. It looks like, I mean, it looks like Erictho's really tracking down Solarose when she's off stage.
Now it's final stocks for everyone. If that Solarose stock goes down, though, I'd imagine it'll be very close to over.
It could be, but I've seen Arctice make comebacks. I mean, there's a reason why Captain Falcon with Rage is such a scary character.
Very true.
Almost, you know, 100% rage and climbing with your teammate gone. Like, there is potential to be able to take back in a 2v1 scenario, and I would not be surprised if it happened.
There will go Solarose, and now it is a very heavily damaged Arctice stock left.
Right here, this is where that positioning of the stage really coming into play here as CRB and Erictho are just covering landing options from Arctice to make him not comfortable with. I don't know, he doesn't care. He's still getting in, dealing some damage here.
It's his one difficulty, though. A lot of his kill confirms require multiple hits, which gives the teammate enough times to get in. And that up tilt will take care of it. The game count has been even at 1 apiece. I think that strategy that we discussed, what came in handy, coming after Solarose first, definitely paid dividends.
So that's going to be the strategy going forward, and I can't see what counterplay now Solarose and Arctice are trying to figure out. They're probably used to this, at least with one of them getting heavily targeted. I think that that is the thing where it's like sometimes teams, it's like, okay, we can balance it out, or it's like, this one's gotta go. Like,
Yeah.
I hate this one. This one's gotta go. So I'm pretty sure that Solarose and Arctice have been in the situation before and understand what they need to do to counterplay this new counterplay thing. I think Erictho has been doing a good job of using Mario to its fullest advantage. Might pull out Bowser Jr. later, but for right now, it's been, you know, putting in work.
So here we go now, game 3 on small battlefield where we started.
This is definitely a stage choice that Arctice and Solarose like a lot more. Since there's less stage, it means there's more range for Phantom to hit people on stage, and also just less room for, you know, running away or covering stage, getting back onto.
And these are explosive scraps coming from both sides, not really seeing 1v1s literally going to it.
Mostly, like, the 1v1s, I'd say maybe are happening, but they're so close to each other that it looks like it's just one big scrap,
And
honestly.
that's definitely the big difference that Small Battlefield provides as compared to PS2. Is that fully charged Phantom's going to kill Erictho.
I mean, like you mentioned before, like that smaller stage just allows for these 1v1s to just consolidate into scraps that are just, you know, everyone fighting each other. Whole house mad.
Pretty much, and we're seeing some various spots, high percentage on CRB and Solarose. And there's a lightning kick that'll take care of CRB.
Beautifully placed lightning kick, especially not setting up from an initial hit like a down tilt or a down air. Solarose just hitting that raw and getting that kill is huge for them to be able to stay alive. This game is very important in the set because it means that Game 5 will be the team's counterpicked, and if Arctice and Solarose are able to get it, then that means that we could potentially see Small Battlefield or another stage that they favor in case this can from CRB and Erictho.
Yeah, and both Solarose and Arctice very high percentages on their first stock, getting a lot of good job again. There goes Solarose's first, and there goes Arctice.
Yeah, that rage.
Not dead yet.
Max Rage really helping out and surviving 2 strong hits back to back. 174. I mean, Max Rage, Captain Falcon's so scary. He will be going down there from the back air.
But yeah, getting a lot of damage off on CRB in the process.
I was going to say, yeah, that's not really great for CRB and Erictho, especially losing a stock like that before your opponent loses their first stock as well. Erictho kind of getting snuffed out in the corner here, manages to find his way back on stage, but taking a bit of damage in the process. This could be a kill.
That's
into
a
the,
big
yeah, that huge knee, getting that kill.
Stock, I believe, coming out there.
Yeah, immediately. Just not wanting to leave your partner alone, especially with how many stocks are left on the opposing team. I'm not surprised that Erictho immediately went to go take that share stock. Now trying to find out. I mean, now CRB is looking a little bit scared here on his last stock. It could just be one big hit coming out to here as Erictho tries to rack up some more damage, tries to make this a easier 2-1 situation that will potentially happen. But I mean, Arctice and Solarose are just controlling the stage so well right now.
Yeah, and the momentum started sliding out of their way when Solarose accidentally knocks Arctice to the other side of the stage, which will put her in a rough 2 spot. But now, CRB goes down, and it is at 110%, 15% Erictho against 2 fresh stocks.
This is such heavy combo pressure. Okay, Arctice, I like the usage of the cape, trying to get a cheesy kill. You need to take anything you can here, Erictho.
Everything. Pull it out of the tool pocket now.
Oh, what is the option? The Raptor boost, not quite
yet.
killing. Love that DI.
Gets caught by the Phantom. That's a very tough ledge situation there. Arctice and Solarose taking game 3.
Yeah, I mean, what can you do there with both players? And then, you know, you have the invisible third teammate of Phantom covering ledge. It's already hard enough to deal with Zelda getting back onto stage with Phantom covering, you know, any kind of stage options and Zelda covering roll. But when you throw Captain Falcon into the mix, it's just so crazy. Cool.
And as much as you would love to try to like cape the Phantom, the timing is so precise with a Captain Falcon breathing down your neck, it makes that nearly impossible. So we're heading now into Game 4. Solarose and Arctice looking to put this one away and go to win finals.
They really want to fight Tatsuku and Starman. But it looks like actually the stage choice, instead of going back to PS2, they opt for Battlefield here.
But possible PS2 may have gotten it. Hard to say.
Yeah, that could be the case here, but I think that giving these platforms to Mario will be scary. Even, you know, Arctice with Captain Falcon as well. Those top platforms, that extra platforms, could be the difference in setting up the player for a quick kill.
It could prove to be a double-edged sword, this stage selection. We're going to see who it ends up favoring.
Big hits.
And there goes Arctice. That first stock going out, I think, a little earlier than he would have wanted.
I think he air dodged out towards the blast zone, or just, I don't know, the DI was very questionable.
Too now, trying to charge Phantom and get caught by a back air. Great call out by Erictho, seeing the passive Phantom charge play.
Definitely what Erictho and CRB want in this game. over here to stay alive. They have the lead, and now they're able to play the game how they want to a little bit. It just depends on if they're able to stay alive for even longer, getting snuffed out there, as Erictho, losing that first stock, might get a little bit of extra credit here. It just all depends on if CRB can survive. I don't know how he survived that either.
But he didn't go anywhere.
No, he's really trying to live this out. It will be a Zelda grab closing it. I think that that's enough extra credit to make this doable for this red team.
And Palutena also taking advantage of the battlefield platform to come and Captain Falcon up high with the up air.
Like how low Erictho is going for that recovery, not getting phased by Solarose, trying to get a cheeky kill off the side.
But that big phantom tipper was going to kill Erictho for sure. Tried to fireball to interrupt it, it just didn't get there fast enough. And Erictho too low!
Oh no, that is not good for CRB and Erictho.
Another shared stock puts him in a really difficult position.
They had such good momentum at the start of this game and just all fell apart, and now Arctice and Solarose are in the lead to be able to close out this set in a 3-1 fashion.
It is quite possibly on the table here. We'll see what the menu has in store for us.
Okay, now CRB really trying to get as much as he can out of this last stock here, surviving tooth and nail against Captain Falcon, finding kill on Arctice, and now
they can get one on Solarose. It's possible.
I mean, it is possible, but I mean, you have to find more extra credit on Captain Falcon too, I think. I think you can't just leave Erictho alone with 2 fresh stocks to take this 2v1 back.
It'd be so difficult. There goes Solarose.
Just a little bit extra credit.
But CRB goes down, and now it's Erictho in a 2v1. It hits by up air. He's at 100.
This is 2 fresh of stocks, I think, for Erictho to be able to deal with it, but we have seen greater comebacks here in doubles,
There's
but
the
it
knee,
will not
and that
happen.
will do it. Solarose and Arctice, 3-1, moving on to winners finals. What a set.
I mean, it was looking like it was going to go to a Game 5 set. Potentially, it's just that it was unfortunate SDs from Erictho that just swung it hard back in Solarose's